Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SoFi Daily Podcast. I'm your host, Ross Mack, bringing you the market news and headlines that you need to start your day. It's currently Tuesday, August 1st, and now let's get right to it. U.S. stocks finished higher Monday to close out another month in the green. In company-specific news, as Ford is losing billions in EV, the company is embracing a slate of new hybrid models, according to CEO Jim Farley. While still being committed to its EV push, the company also plans to bring more hybrid options to market, given the success of its current gasoline-electric vehicles. Farley said Ford has been surprised at the popularity of hybrid systems for its F-150 pickup, with more than 10% of customers opting for a hybrid model. Meanwhile, U.S. trucking company Yellow stopped operations and will file for bankruptcy after failing to reorganize and refinance over $1 billion in debt. The 99-year-old company was the third biggest U.S. trucker, specializing in the less-than-truckload segment. Its customers included major companies like Walmart, Home Depot, and Uber Freight, and will leave some 30,000 odd drivers without work. And finally, according to a Lending Club report, 61% of adults say they are living paycheck to paycheck, with lower income workers hit the hardest by price spikes, particularly for food and other staples. The report showed consumers are relying on credit cards and dipping into savings to afford their day-to-day lifestyle, making them financially vulnerable. Now, on the whole, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 100 points, or 0.28%, the S&P added 0.15%, and the NASDAQ Composite finished up 0.21%. Now moving to the top three headlines that should be on your radar. First things first, Apple will be Apple, meaning you probably will need to buy new chargers for the next generation. In accordance with the EU law, the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will feature a USB-C compatible charging port and titanium edges. Secondly, San Francisco is pushing back against Elon Musk's new X headquarters. City officials say it might be violating permitting rules, while residents also claim the building sign is a bit too bright. And lastly, Georgia Power announced its new nuclear power plant near Augusta is ready to launch. This will be the first all-new American nuclear power plant built in decades. And finally, let's talk about what's about to happen today. The ISM manufacturing PMI will be released. Last month, the index fell to 46, pointing to a faster rate of contraction and the lowest level of manufacturing activity since 2020. Now, on the earnings front, investors can expect reports from Pfizer, Caterpillar, Starbucks, and Uber. And in particular, investors will want to hear the details behind Pfizer's sale of its rare disease gene therapy portfolio to AstraZeneca for $1 billion. And last but not least, we're breaking down your financial term of the day. Are you familiar with the phrase diversification? Now, you've probably heard that you should aim to have a diversified portfolio. In other words, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. That means investing in a range of asset classes that are likely to behave differently under different market conditions in order to mitigate risk. A portfolio of only stocks, for instance, could be more vulnerable to market volatility than a portfolio that also included bonds, real estate, commodities, and so on. And that's all we have for you today. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. And in the meantime, do not forget to check out the SoFi app. This communication from SoFi Wealth and Street Sheet is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to serve as a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any security, and is not an offer of a sale of a security. Information contained within should not be perceived as a research report and is not intended to serve as a basis for any investment decision. Any third-party views reflected herein do not reflect the opinion of SoFi Wealth or its affiliates or the Street Sheet. All investments involve risk, and the past performance of a security does not guarantee future results or returns. There is always the potential for financial loss when investing in securities or other financial parts. Investors should consider their investment objectives and risks before investing.